My daughter is the best thing that ever happened to me. I call her my life's greatest teacher. She has this amazing way of keeping me grounded and present and playful, while at the same time pushing me to imagine, create, and soar. She inspires me every single day to be a better person and to live a better life. I remember once, about 5 years ago, we were in the car on the highway on our way to meet her father so they could have their weekend visit. And when we go on car rides, we listen to the music and sing at the very top of our lungs. We play car games, we make up our own corny jokes, and we crack ourselves up, and we have mini car dance jams. So we're in the car and we're on our way and we're having our little adventure, and she's so excited, and we're jamming to the music, and my phone rings and it's her father. So I turn the music down and I take the call. Hello? Maria, am I on speaker? No, why? What's up? Maria, I'm not going to be able to see her this weekend. What are you talking about? We're almost there. Yeah, Maria, I know, but I'm not going to be able to see her. Something came up. No. No, you're not going to do this to her again. Maria, I can't. Something came up. Okay, then you're going to tell her. I'm going to pass her the phone, and you're going to tell her. Maria, I can't. No, I'm going to pass her the phone, and you're going to tell her. Maria, I can't. And then he hung up. So I called him back, and it rang, and then it went to voicemail. I called again, and it rang and went to voicemail. I called a third time, straight to voicemail. When we go on these car trips, she sits right behind me so that I can look up and talk to her through the rearview mirror. And I look up, and she's singing, and she's dancing, and she's happy, and I have to tell her. I have to tell her that he's not going to be there again. So I turn off the music. Baby girl, I am so sorry, but your dad is not going to be able to see you this weekend. And then she sat up like she didn't hear me. What? Yeah, your dad just called, and he said he's not going to be able to see you this weekend. Something came up. And then she sat back, and she got really quiet. And we drove like that, quiet, for a few seconds, but it felt like forever. And then she said, Mom, I need to be sad right now. Okay, baby. And then she started crying. And it was a heavy and painful cry. And I felt extreme anger towards him, overwhelming sadness for her, and terrible helplessness as her mother. I look up and I look at my little girl, and she's covered in sadness and tissues, and there's nothing I can do. I want to save her from this, but I can't. I get off the highway, I loop around, we get back on and start heading back home. And just as my mind starts to go to that really dark place, you know, that place where I'm thinking of all the things I'm going to say to him when I do get him on the phone? She interrupts me with a question. Mom, what's good about this? What? I know there's something good about this, but I can't think of it. Can you help me? Okay. Yeah. So it's Friday, and on Fridays you get to sleep in my bed. Oh, that's right. I love sleeping in your bed. It's so big, and when I roll over, I don't fall out. Yes. Oh, Mom, and it's Friday. That means it's movie night. Can we watch a movie? Yeah, baby, it's movie night. Oh, and can we have popcorn? Of course, I think we have popcorn at home. Oh, Mom, and can we invite over the cousins? Yeah, baby, we'll call the cousins when we get back. And for the rest of the ride home, we went back to listing and planning, and we went back to smiling and laughing. When we got out the car, as we were walking towards the house, I couldn't help it. I had to ask, baby girl, you okay? Yeah, Mom, I'm okay. Are you still mad at your dad? No, Mom, I forgive him. He probably had something really important to do. So later on that night, after I put her to bed, in my bed, of course, after the movies and the popcorn and the cousins, I had to sit and think about that drive. I mean, my 6-year-old took this potentially traumatic event and flipped it and decided it would be something wonderful. She reminded me about the power of living honestly, because we get to and should be honest about how we feel. I need to be sad right now reminded me that we deserve to give ourselves room to process our emotions, that crying is an incredible release, snot rags and all, and that when we're done, we should try and really be done. She reminded me that we're resilient and capable of taking control of our stories and how they will shape us. We can take those stories at any time and make them lessons learned and blessings counted. We get to ask ourselves, what's good about this of every situation? And we get to bask in all that we have to be grateful for right now, and what good can come from everything and anything. She reminded me that we need each other, because we're not alone in our experiences and we're not alone on this planet. Can you help me? Reminded me that sometimes we get so caught up in our own messiness that we just can't see the good, and reaching out can make all the difference. This story was a moment in time, but it was a moment that impacted me for the better ever since. And not just me, but today my daughter and her father have a great relationship, and I know it has a lot to do with who she is, the questions she chooses to ask, and the way she uses her stories to shape her life. And I know that if she can do it, we can too. Because you see, when we choose to operate from a place of honesty and gratitude, asking ourselves continuously, what's good about this? What's good about this? We will find that the good significantly outweighs the bad. We find connection in our vulnerability. We find hope in our gratitude, freedom in our forgiveness, happiness in our stories, and we will find what my daughter used to call the goodest of all the good things. We find love. And what's good about this? Well, everything. Thank you.